Hello, welcome to another daily devotion with Pastor Andrew. That's me. Today, we're coming from the house. Let me just get there. Our text today is Mark 15, 16 through 24. Then the soldiers led him into the courtyard of the palace, that is, the governor's headquarters, and they called together the whole cohort. And they clothed him in a purple cloak, and after twisting some thorns into a crown, they put it on him. Then they began saluting him, saying, "Hail, King of the Jews!" And they struck his head with a reed, spat upon him, and knelt down in homage to him. After mocking him, they stripped him down and put on a purple cloak. Then they led him out to crucify him. They compelled a passerby who was coming in from the country to carry his cross. It was Simon of Cyrene, the father of Alexander and Rufus. Then they brought Jesus to the place called Golgotha, which means the place of the skull. And they offered him wine mixed with myrrh, but he did not take it. And they crucified him and divided his clothes among them, casting lots to decide what each should take. So, of course, as we conclude or we get to the ending, near the ending of our week, talking about the cross, we have Simon of Cyrene carrying the cross. We have this pre-Holy Week view of what we'll be facing. But this focus, verse 21, they compelled a passerby who was coming in from the country to carry his cross. It was Simon of Cyrene, the father of Alexander and Rufus. They compelled a passerby. This word compelled sanitizes what happened to Simon of Cyrene. Imagine the scene for a moment. Simon walking down the street, perhaps headed to work or home or to the market. He hears a commotion. He looks around and sees Roman soldiers forcing a man who is bruised and battered down the road. The man, bent over under the weight of the cross, wears a crown of thorns. Simon, coming from the country, knows the fate of the pitiable man, painful execution. He no doubt had passed by convicted criminals on crosses before and knows enough to stay away from the Roman guard, unless compelled and forced to do otherwise. Yes, a good question. Could Simon have refused? Why did the soldiers compel a bystander to come and carry the cross? The writer says, I always wonder if Simon's act was one of compassion or complicity. Is it possible that shouldering Jesus' cross was part of the way he could do both? 3 of the 4 gospel accounts of Jesus' passion record Simon of Cyrene bearing this cross. The recording of the details of Simon's name and location point to the importance of the act, compelled or not. The disciples fled. Jesus' closest followers didn't follow him to the cross, despite his repeated command that anyone who wished to come after him must deny themselves and take up their own cross, seizing fit. I lost my place. So now Simon is included. Is he willing or not? Does he get swept up in this salvation story, forever inextricably connected to the passion of Christ? Even the Roman soldiers and passers-by further God's plan when disciples refuse to participate. God's will to save the world cannot be denied. Disciples of Jesus can deny they know him. Repeatedly, the 12 then, and the countless now, may refuse to deny themselves and take up their crosses. They choose to save their own lives rather than lose them for Christ's sake. Regardless, Jesus goes to the cross and forgives them anyway and saves the world. Even those compelled into service, oblivious to the role they are playing or the one they are serving, they further the will of God who never gives up on the beloved creation. This is tough. This is tough stuff. So some questions. Imagine yourself as Simon. What are you thinking and what are you feeling? How does this experience of carrying Jesus' cross change you? I mean, yeah, you carry it and then it's like, all right, we're here. See you later. When you think of your own faith story, have there been times that you were willingly taking up the cross, times when you are compelled to do so. And what if Simon had refused? What difference would that have made if he did or didn't? Let's close in prayer. God of power and might, you work through us, and often despite us. We turn from the suffering of Jesus and the suffering of others. We fear for our lives and act in self-protective ways, neglecting the vulnerable and danger. Forgive our unwillingness to lose our lives for Christ's sake. Amen. All right, tomorrow we're going to finish up this week of the cross as we dive into, the verses right after this, as Jesus is on the cross. Until then, God bless.